I'm going live.
Oh, I.
Somebody fill Joe in. What happened?
Zombies.
That is true.
Cool. We're still on the trail.
We're on day 26, and we've made it a third of the way there.
But cold weather is now trivialized unless it's intense.
I learned how to make potions.
Also, we fought a dragon.
Oh, I did fight a dragon, yes.
A little dead dragon.
A dragon that thought was going to be terrifying until it provoked from Kirrik, and then he just one-shot it.
Just about, yeah.
Well, I mean, he two-shot it, but yeah.
And just remember how powerful you all are when it starts getting scary.
I will remember that with my 45 max hit points.
That's true.
That admittedly could probably not be an issue at this point. Until I get bit again. If it works.
Again, so that I can mark your failures.
That is probably the most encouraging thing I've heard today.
Bear trap. Oh, there's my bear trap. Get in the bear trap, child.
Get in the bear trap. All right, quit playing video games. Ryan,
Okay.
Ryan, give me a flat check.
Flat checks. Hey, what a great start to this.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah, game off.
We're getting the bad rolls out of the way early.
So it is the 26th day of travel. You have covered a distance by your best guess of 200 miles, give or take, 50 miles. And most days are long and arduous and boring. Your feet have gotten swollen and sore from trudging through a couple inches of snow on thick ice. The occasional cracking resounding from below fills you with uncertainty that the glaciers are shifting and this is the end as the ground swallows you all up. Occasionally you have extremely violent dreams of suffering and a terrible, unspeakable fate, but yet you soldier on. Day 26 more or less passes without incident, but toward the end of the day, when you are thinking about setting up your Harry Potter Quidditch tent that solves all problems, there is a gray stone obelisk standing alone in the ice.
Oh.
Could I compare and contrast the pictures on the obelisk with Snowy Owl?
That's actually a good thought.
I mean, yes, she has cool wings and all now, but
Verity.
And it is carved in strange glyphs and sigils, most of which you can't immediately make sense of until Teriani waltzes up to it and can pretty easily and immediately translate it from Imperial.
Imperial?
Imperial.
Like
Ephemeral? I believe that's how that language is pronounced.
Empyrean?
Empyrean? Empyrean, yes.
Oh, yeah. Heaven language.
New Celestial.
So what's it say?
It is identifying it as a sort of either a beacon or that this is sacred ground to several deities. Each one of the faces of the obelisk is dedicated to a single deity. The one is Desna, one is the Black Butterfly, one is Serenray, and one is Pelura.
I haven't heard anyone pronounce Serenray like that.
Serenray?
Serenray? That's not how they said it in game, right?
I don't know, it's made up.
No, I wasn't like criticizing anything. It just took me by surprise.
Serenray.
Serenray.
Serenray?
Serenray.
Right.
Ray Ray.
She cast Scorching Ray.
There you go.
Ah!
Wait a second.
Wait a minute, that's legacy content. You can't do that no more.
Oh. She casts Blazing Bolt. And Khali, I know your downtime activity is getting over the ice, but you do have it sort of intrinsically. I am going to detect magic, and it does sort of radiate a soft magic.
Mhm.
I identify the soft magic.
Yeah, recall knowledge.
Well, if it's a soft magic, then it probably doesn't have a whole lot of rules, and it's really just for narrative, like driving the narrative, as opposed to a hard magic.
I want to see.
Yeah, but this is released within the last 10 years. Soft magic doesn't exist. It must be hard magic, therefore.
That's true.
Khali, this is deity stuff. I don't think you have put a heck of a lot of stock into that. But Teriani, you conclude that this is a marker of hallowed ground. And since you were sort of primed to camp nearby anyway, it might have the
It'll be beneficial to
yeah
camp here.
they're if you choose to camp here, you it might lessen your load or ease your burden somehow.
I mean, I'm down. It has a bunch of good god names on it. What's the worst that could happen?
It's a trap. It's a mirage sent by a Soyo.
It was actually the four gods saying, "Hey, for the love of gods, do not stop."
Yeah, it's a pointer. Go that way, straight up, like leave.
I'm not sure if I want to listen to something that's telling me to go to heaven, I'll be honest.
Is that a JoJo reference?
It's a
Everything's a
reference to
JoJo
straight up,
reference.
I guess.
All right. Well, it sounds like you more or less are tentative, but want to camp out here and potentially take advantage of whatever divine aid might be rocked. All of you make a will save.
Okay.
Nice.
Is there a button that we need to push or just
Yeah,
throw
it's
that?
your wisdom saving throws. Yeah.
Why is Khali writing me?
What?
Yeah. There's a Khali on my shoulder.
What? There's a foot on your shoulder.
Ron rolled it secret for fun.
I
So
did.
there's not a button.
There's not a button.
We're lying.
Working, resting through the night, doing your best to sleep comfortably. Yawn with that lowest will saving throw. At some point in the night, you begin to sleepwalk.
Oh dear.
And you step outside of the explorer's yurt, back out onto the ice, and you're still under the effects of your winter wharf or whatever it's called, your cold juice. Although the chill of Black Frost never really feels like it goes away. You step outside of your tent and you just sort of wander into the ice for what feels like hours. You're just sort of drifting in and out of consciousness, and you sort of find yourself in a lucid state. The sky above is not just lit up with aurora, but it seems to be made of aurora. It is brilliant and scintillating colors, filling up the entire sky in a sort of supernatural looking tableau. And you are standing in a small camp. There is a sort of a lean-to tapestry or sheet of this impossibly black cloth, like it's made out of pure void, that sort of flaps against the wind in a sort of organic kind of repetitive but slow nature. And in the camp are seated two figures. One is wearing like sort of worn medium armor, like a set of scale mail, sitting there kind of stoking a fire with one hand and sharpening a scimitar sort of slowly through the camp. The other one is dressed much more comfortably, much more for travel, sort of with like a big warm cloak on, and has this sort of ornate purple backpack set to their side. And you can't really get a good sense of their form either. It's like they're not like, maybe it's definite dream logic where you can't really make out who these people are. But they both have seats next to them, and you get a strong sense that you should perhaps take one of them.
I take the seat next to the one with the purple backpack.
Purple's a nice color. I agree with that logic.
Purple.
Yeah, you take the seat, and they sort of acknowledge that you're there, and reach into their bag and pull out this metal flask and take the lid off and turn it around on itself and pass you some very warm, like thick, kind of hearty broth.
Oh, broth of cure all ailments, right?
And the warrior person sitting across from you in the camp, sort of as they are scraping their saber sharp, addresses you and says, "You look weak. Why are you here?"
Damn. I was like, what are you doing here, Wiki?
Ruthless.
Can't just go around asking people why they're weak and worthless. on a mission to escort a deific figure to a faraway spire. And rather than strip her of her protections, I opt to keep the curse. That makes me so weak.
And the warrior says again, sort of putting the saber back in a scabbard. Can't protect her. She's destined to die.
Sheesh.
I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
The
I love things nothing to happen.
the traveler puts their hand on your shoulder and says, "Yeah, everyone is worth protecting, even if the odds aren't in our favor." She sort of begins to pour you another bowl of this broth and says, "You need to keep your strength. You have a long journey ahead of you."
I accept the broth and casually ask, "Hey, do you guys know anything about the Black Frost?"
You begin to reach out to ask another question, but they're no longer there. You are under the obelisk that you camped out, and find yourself thrashing awake, literally outside from your sleepwalk.
Ask one serious question.
And it's blisteringly cold. You can jump back in the tent and proceed however you would like.
First, I'd like to check to see if I have that broth.
No, you don't have anything.
I walk back in the tent, very disappointed.
Man, warm soup and I missed it.
Missed all the soup.
Did his mouth feel warm like he just drank warm soup?
You're not sure. Yawn, you're still sort of processing what happened.
Do I have a feeling I could remake this soup if I really tried?
You're gonna be tasting the best soup you've had for your whole life.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was definitely some of the most warm that you've ever felt recently.
Dang, I don't have cooking lore.
Hmm?
Left that on another kineticist.
Yeah, you drift off to sleep, sort of pondering about that soup as you sort of resettle yourself, and missing it, and maybe curious about the choices you've made. And I'm going to add a condition to you that may appear. When you wake up, you are warm for the first time in weeks.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Here is Black Frost.
Well, it's not that it cures your Black Frost. It's that explicitly, based on your choice, you have been blessed with the minor boon of Desna.
Well, ain't that just neat?
What's the choice? Just death?
You also have the moderate boon of Desna as leftovers.
Oh, what would have happened if I got 3 swigs of the soup?
You're asking the wrong questions, man.
That's a
She's not-
fantastic soup.
There were 4 potential choices, and you chose one of them.
chose the shield and the wand, so your attack damage is lower.
Anyway, yeah, you wake up and you are showing no signs of Black Frost.
Right.
It's true. I'm watching my max hit point go up. Oh my
Well-
god.
Build your own Gatewalker immunity.
No, you were missing so many hit points.
I think. Didn't you say you have less hit points than the spider did?
Yes.
Yep.
But something to be of note, it does not look like you left any tracks, so either both of those episodes of Sleepwalking may have been part of the dream. And also, the rest of you had an extremely comfortable night, more so than you've had in several days. To the point, because remember, like almost every single time you go to sleep, you're accosted by nightmares. Things are getting worse and worse, and you're getting more and more paranoid.
Yep.
Can I make it Yawn's life goal to figure out what the hell was in that soup?
Gonna go and invent bone broth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so that's what happened on day 20.
Real question is that DM fiat or was that actually a thing we just stumbled into?
You'll never know until you buy the module and read it yourself.
There you go.
Anyway, sun up. Hey, you're under the effect of anti-plague. No more. You don't bear a Gatewalker mark or anything, so be potentially on alert that you might potentially contract Black Frost again. But who's to say if that divine intervention was permanent or scripted, or, you know, there is a random encounter table, and I did have that art real ready to go, didn't I?
It's fine. I'll just keep playing like a coward.
Great. Well, let's do another across the high ice. I don't need to roll for how cold it is anymore.
Hooray.
Like ever?
By default, no. There's a chance it gets more cold than you're able to deal with, but Khali can, with her versatile vials, make these elixirs that give you 24-hour immunity to cold.
So basically every morning those get passed around.
She makes coffee.
I can make coffee. It's insight coffee.
You can specifically make a different kind of coffee.
You looking for French? You looking for Colombia?
All right, intelligence-based characters.
Can I? What the fuck happened to his Black Frost with a check of some kind?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna look a gift caravan in the wagon.
I'm trying to make sure you're not beholden to other people. Not that I would know anything about that.
I'll go to the wagon.
You think that the ground around the obelisk was sacramented, and that maybe some of that was enough to push it over, and that he naturally got over it.
Nah, I had a conversation with the gods.
And they were pretty casual about the whole Desna to die thing, so you know those might have been gods poking at your dreams. And Desna was explicitly labeled in the.
We have been having our dreams at the tools of others often. This is Snowy Owl speaking up. Perhaps we can use this to our advantage. I have an idea next time we make camp.
Oh dear.
Gee, I wonder if Kirrik and Yawn are the only ones who are gonna try and advance.
Yes, so.
Oh, I forgot to hit that button. Sorry.
I forgot what it was. Oh, right. Items across the high ice. And then I think we decided my scouting wall.
Items cross the high ice. What?
Yeah, it's under the items tab.
Did you lose it? Did you forget how this interface works after 10 years?
Item?
Mhm.
I've attached it to my bar so I could pull it up, and it just won't pull it up. It says I don't have that item when I try to pull it up off of my bar.
You don't have it. One thing to note is when you go out to begin packing your camp up with the fantastic lever pool that rolls up the tent and everyone into it, into a nightmare of being on an extra planar space. Is that the obelisk outside is not there, and there's no sign that it was ever there.
We're done.
Yeah, this kind of shit happens. That's like the least confusing part of that whole interaction.
There is no encounter of any consequence today other than you are buffeted by high winds, ensuring that you are not able to make as good progress as you would like. Teriani, give me a flat check.
What kind of flat check? Should I be scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. When you make camp tonight, you didn't make a heck of a lot of progress today. Snowy Owl has a suggestion and wants to gather you all up.
Okay.
We are progressing as quickly as we can. And I had myself an unsettling dream about the destiny that awaits me in the nameless spires. And I feel them looming large in my mind's eye even now. Watching you wrestle with your dreams, I think we can find some answers there in the dreaming. On the outset of my journey, my grandmother Seshu beheld a dream of her own, a dream that informed her that one of our people would need to undertake a great quest to find a lost god and then carry it to the nameless spires. I, when I was Sakuachi, volunteered for this quest, and I suspect my grandmother had expected I would, but she never told me what it was that I needed to do when I reached the spires, only that I would know the time would be right, and that I would dream of her and learn my destiny. I think you are beginning to gather hints of what is in store for all of us, and you carry the weight of lost memories and unsettling dreams as well. You've been protecting me and guiding me for so long, and I owe everything to you. Let us tonight take a journey into the dreams, and we can meet with my grandmother. This may be the last time that I'll ever be able to speak to her, but she has great power and great wisdom, may be able to help us and guide us. It puts us at risk of Osoyo, his command of the dreamscape is immense, but I fear that we may lose our way in the wastes. Will you join me?
Alright.
What's the worst that Icewell could do?
I mean, the last dream sequence I had worked out pretty good, so I got a good feeling about this.
I mean, I'm
It's
down.
it's your recollection of what you experienced that gave me this idea, Yawn.
Not sure the guy that's been willingly undertaking a frostbite curse for the last month is the best place for inspiration, but all right.
No. You're a hero. And it got better.
Got better. Well, the good thing to know that you're truly well and above being over Blackfrost is that Khali can get a hero point.
Finally, somebody else gets a hero point.
Oh,
I don't need to funnel them onto Leon so he doesn't die.
So, follow me into the dreaming. All you need to do is sleep in the tent, and I will bring us together into the dreamscape. Anybody not want to do that?
No, I'm okay with this. Let's take a casual dream sequence in the middle of the frozen wasteland.
Well, I mean, you're going to camp anyway.
That's true.
This is not the first dream sequence. You've had, like, what, 8 at this point?
Yeah. Been kind of a thing.
But the ask is, do you want to have a nightmare on your own terms?
Better than their terms.
All right. So you can blow out all your candles, interact with the interactable bunk that starts up a cutscene. And you.
I was looking for something to click on, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. If I were smart, I'm pretty sure I could set all that up. Everything is super interactive, but I'm just going to go back to the landing page. You all awaken on a beach.
Mm.
It is an Arctic sea near a frozen ocean. You are not cold. It's just that is the situation where you find yourselves in. Behind you on the shore is a small village full of low dug-in shelters made out of, earth and occasional whale bone and animal skin. A snowy owl sort of gently steps in, like she steps into the ground from nothing. But she looks much more human than she has recently, and on her shoulder is a very real, very physical snowy owl. And she begins to walk away toward the village.
I guess I follow.
When you say a real snowy owl, we're talking about an owl, not just a miniature snowy owl that we've known as snowy owl perched on her shoulder.
Yeah, well, as far as you can tell in your perception of reality, it is a physical snowy owl.
My dreams get metaphorical real fast. Don't question it.
I just needed to figure out the baseline for how weird it's going to get.
I have to know which one would have been more weird to you.
She leads you to a large building in the center of the village, partially raised structure of some concentric domes that sort of vaguely make a clover shape. And as you approach the front, she turns and says, "This is my grandmother's home."
Huh.
There is a warmth sort of emanating out from this front classic mudroom, flanked with big whale ribs.
Are we allowed to go in?
Yeah, she is sort of inviting you all in. In the center is a sort of a roaring fire, and the sounds of what very much sounds like old lady singing coming from the other side of this door over here.
Hi, we've been invited.
Yeah, Snowy Owl will take the initiative and come open the door.
It'd be rude to just barge into somebody else's home and walk about uninvited.
Inside is a old lady who is sort of futzing and fidgeting with what looks to be either alchemical or cooking ingredients on a table with her back to you as she sings to herself. Snowy Owl says, "Grandmother." And the old lady turns around and says, "Sakawachi, you're back." Runs in, they hug. Snowy Owl says, I'm Snowy Owl now, grandmother." "Of course you are. Who are your friends?"
It's time to introduce ourselves. I'm Khali.
Hello.
I'm Miss Sakawachi's grandma.
Like, is she the grandma that everybody calls grandma?
I am
Tony would absolutely introduce himself.
She introduces herself as well. "I am Seshu, I'm the elder of our people. Once I'm here, have something to drink." And she gives you not nice warm soup broth, but some kind of brewed tea of the source of which you may not wish to know.
I'm assuming it's not as warm as the broth, but
Yeah,
it won't say anything about it.
It definitely has this like inner warmth to it, but it's you're comparing the two of them probably. Man, you're gonna be on a hunt for broth the rest of your life.
You know it. Yawn's gonna take a sip. Casually just thinks it over, like, it's just not the same. It doesn't say anything.
It's just not the same.
It's good, thank you.
She says, "You must be quite a powerful bunch to have made it all the way here to my village."
We do all right for ourselves.
Keep my precious granddaughter so safe on her journey. And she looks at her with like a sense of long lost relative and longing.
She's been keeping us safe too. Don't worry about that.
Snowy Owl says, "Grandmother, we're dreaming. We're not here. We're close to the nameless spires. I need to know what it is I must do." And Seshu sort of lets out a witch cackle almost. I of course I know we're dreaming. I called you here. Come with me.
Like 1-800-DREAM?
Yeah. Yep. Look. She sort of turns and starts to see some of these artifacts and things that are on shelves that are clearly not, part of this the living arrangement of. Why don't you guys go into the freaking room?
I thought I was in the room.
Go to the
Not in the
door.
right room.
You're not in the
Oh.
right room.
I thought we were doing
There was a
story
fire.
stuff.
It was warm. It was inviting. That's where I thought I was supposed to be.
She brings you in and asks you to take a seat, as there is much to discuss, and she gets serious. You're becoming aware of the nightmare, not of this world that lies frozen in the ice below us, where it has remained imprisoned through the sacrifice and vigilance of a people known as the Salmon Car. There is only one left that lives. His name is Aiuvarin. When he is no more, the nightmare will be freed. He knows this. He knows he is the last of the Salmon Car, so he shared with me his people's legacy and showed me what must be done should the nightmare stir once more. Come, child. She wants motions to Yawn to approach. And when you do, she takes both of your hands in hers and calls out to Aiuvarin and says, This one will also need your protection. And there's sort of a searing light coming out of your grasped hands. And when she pulls back, you have the same marks Snowy Owl does have on her hand.
Did I just join a gang?
Just remember,
Enjoy our gang.
this nightmare does more than stir. It is quickening in the ice. It is using these portals and promises of power to trick others into engineering its freedom. Aiuvarin now has been taken, bound to the very temple in the heart of the Nameless Spires his people once built as a tomb over the nightmare's grave. Tomb that they bolstered with the sacrifice of their own god. This is your destiny, Snowy Owl. The god you carry in your soul must become the new lock to the nightmare's cell once Aiuvarin is no more. These that you travel with can be trusted to escort you to the first and last temple of Akukoru, Snow Mother of the Salmon Car, where the nightmare must once more be contained. They should know the route well. They were, after all, there when Aiuvarin was taken. I need the three of you, who are Gatewalkers, to make a will save. Khali, you resist. Kirrik, you, I think, are so thoughtless that in one ear out the other. But Teriani, you are left reeling and stupefied as all of your lost memories return. You see yourselves appearing at Icegate and slaughtering several elves, tracking to the Temple of Findaladara with several hundred other people, as well as Dr. Riddleson. You see yourselves traveling across the endless expanse and waste, tracking down and capturing Aiuvarin with deviant abilities absolutely unknown to you that you've never dreamed of being able to manifest. Overwhelming him, lashing him to a sled, and dragging him back to the Nameless Spires. There were several other Gatewalkers who you left him with, and then you turned your back and headed back to the Temple of Findaladara to collect Riddleson and head home. What they did was unknown to you. With the recall of your memories, you have unlocked your level 10 deviant abilities as well as your level 12 deviant abilities.
Damn. So you're saying I wanted to fill that thing?
What did you say?
You're saying I wanted to fill that thing?
I still don't know what you said. It just sounds like microphone mush.
Yeah, microphone much.
I heard you say microphone mush.
I said, do you mean I wanted to fail that saving throw?
No, you get those as well. You're just not stupefied about it.
Oh, nice.
We get which ones? Level 10 and
Level
12?
10 and 12. Whichever ones you want. Well, once you've picked some stuff, let me know and we'll resume.
Distant Wandering was almost cool.
I could stomp.
You can stomp.
I could stomp.
Man, I feel like I really chose the wrong deviant abilities.
There's not level 12 ones. Do you mean we could, like, just have grab a level 10 one or awaken another one, or like what?
Imagine you are level 12. You can pick anything that is appropriate for that level of a character.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, like there aren't level 12 feats.
Yeah, it sounds like you could get another level 10 one then.
There's only one level 10 feat.
Dang.
Well, there's also Awakening. The Greater Awakening's in level.
Yeah, so we could awaken level 12. Well, greater awaken level 12.
So you can get up the level 10 one and also Awakening.
Oh,
Dang, this guy's did his homework.
Question is,
man, I could do a super stomp.
I was looking at my 10th level Exemplar feats, and one of them gives me a fly speed, basically permanently. But
You're not-
I could,
You're not at 10th level yet.
yeah, it's true. Which is why I could get Propulsive Leap, which gives me a fly speed at the cost of like backlash stuff. So do I wait until I'm level 10 that I ever run? So rotate the fly speed with him.
I have distant wandering that turns me into a ghost, but I can't do anything with the ghostliness. While everyone else is picking stuff, I'm gonna go get some smart cocoa.
It is a nice time for hot cocoa.
Ah, Toko.
Spirit form. The icon for distant wandering is very funny.
All right. I can now fly. And also, when I hit people with my cone, they might fall down.
I think I've done this right.
Tectonic stomp.
I can super stop now.
And then high speed regeneration.
Yeah. Now it will auto do it once a day if I happen to be dying.
Oh, he calls minor tremors.
Yeah.
Wow, 30
I also
foot emanation. Wow.
Yeah. I thought about getting the make big stones awakening for it, but I'm like, that's probably going to inconvenience me in more instances than it'll help me.
It's also synchronized as well with everybody else flying.
You can all fly now.
I thought that I figured the rocks would inconvenience me more than help me in more instances than not. So I'm like, let's just make sure I automatically don't die at least once per time I die.
You guys all take a moment to sort of reel as the memories come flooding back, as well as these new powers that you realize that you've had all along but have been locked away.
And super stomp. Stomp.
And Seshu sort of gently laughs to herself and says, "Your memories aren't all that I can offer you. This is, after all, my dream. I can leave my mark on your corporeal forms as well, and empower with might your arms and armor if you so desire."
That's cool. Don't know what that means, but that's cool.
She offers you to choose a weapon or armor, and will give one of the following runes to it. If it's armor, you can choose energy resistant, invisibility, resilient, or greater slick. If you choose a weapon, you can choose corrosive, flaming, frost, shock, or thundering.
What is Sundering?
What is a sunburn?
Sunburn.
That was not a choice.
Isn't that what the last one you said was? Sundering?
Thundering. Oh, you said
Oh.
thundering.
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 Thunder.
Deal sonic damage on a crit. Fort versus deafened.
Oh, you.
Can you, like, list those?
Oh my
I've already
gosh.
forgotten half of them.
let's see here. Energy.
Sorry.
Energy resistant. Okay. Those are all armor. Here, have presents. Presents for everybody.
Noise.
Persistent fire is kind of cool. How do these runes interact with normal rune rules? Like, if I only have a +1 potency rune and I have another property rune, can I add these still, or do I still have to? If I am limited to normal potency rolls, then I actually can't edit.
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah, you've already got too many runes. But just don't put it on your weapon.
My armor's also got.
Dang.
Yeah, I am.
We were too prepared.
We wanted to make sure he didn't get eaten again.
It was a really ongoing problem there for a bit.
And oddly enough, it stopped when he got the rune.
I know, right?
Then the rune's done its job.
I almost
The
swallowed,
only-
almost swallowed you in the PFS game, too. I did
True.
swallow you in the PFS game.
You know what they say: if you're not getting bored, you're not playing Pathfinder.
Sure. Nick also got eaten a lot in my games.
The only one of these that really appeals to me is energy resistant. In order to save beyond the spell slot, but I guess I'll stick with Swallow Spike. Anybody who doesn't already have resilience should probably just take.
Yeah, I think I was gonna take resilient, and like, I'm sure we'll hit zombies again. I'll whack them with the light stick.
Yeah, resilient is super good.
What is that one? Oh, saving throws. Yeah. Should probably get that one. See, I have so many things where if I have runes on weapons and armor, I can put them onto those things when I use them. It's like I have many options here.
They're called fundamental runes for a reason.
No, but like I have bone spikes. I can put any rune on a weapon that I have, any of the runes on weapons, onto these bone spikes, and they're just attached to me.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So if I had 3 different runes on this weapon here, I could put them all onto the bone spikes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Resilient is different from a property rune.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rescind that, and it will make whatever you touch potency 2. So go nuts.
Oh, so like we get the rune and potency too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Alright, cool.
I guess I should take the resilient rune. So we just go into the settings and add that on and then change the potency if we get it.
Yep.
That also means that I'm getting a whip because I'm not sure I have a plus one than mine.
And just because I wasn't here for it, everybody gets one.
Yeah, either weapon or armor, and whatever you put it on is gonna get knocked up to potency 2.
What does that mean? It gets a +2 to either armor class or attack?
Yep. You should end up with a 10th level item when you're done. Or if it's a weapon, it's 10th level. Armor, I think, is going to be even better.
Armor's at 12th, I think.
I'm gonna
That pops
go
my armor up to 11 if I put it on there. So.
Cool. You note as she is empowering all of these things that the dreamscape outside of the tent is shrinking up until the point where eventually, like outside of the door you came in, it's just sort of a misty pink void. And she says, "This get my granddaughter to the Nameless Spire's ruin here," and she sort of scritches the owl on Snowy Owl's shoulder. We'll know what to do to arrive. Teriani, you're still like nursing a terrible headache from these memories flooding in. You guys have any follow up that you want to ask Seshu or Snowy Owl?
No, I mean, other than
For another 16 XP.
I'll check in the basement.
Don't go in the basement. There's nothing good in there. Whose dream are we in at the moment?
Oh, mine.
We're in Seshu's dream?
I created this space for you to come visit.
Oh, cool. Nice house.
Thank you. Maybe when this is finished, you can come visit.
I might take her up on that.
We can give you some realty in reality.
old lady laugh.
There's a solid chance that what I'm supposed to do is literally just take resilient onto my armor and take the +2 potency and run.
Yeah, probably.
And just like swap out my 4th level slot for something else.
I've been given so many options.
Jeez.
It's like
Cool,
that thing with the
yeah.
ice cream. There's too many ice cream options, so nobody can ever decide. I can't think of what that phenomenon is called, but you're happier with less choices than with more. Funnily enough.
Analysis paralysis.
How do you quickly add potency
Decision
runes
fatigue?
to Explorer's Clothing?
I
Oh,
go into
never mind, I
details
found
of
it.
adding the punch through.
Yeah, you just do it.
Question mark.
Yeah, inventory, clothing, or whatever it is, edit item, details.
Do you need help?
No, I got it.
You got it. Look at that resilient clothing.
I got the awakening for propulsive leap is just pure fucking flavor. It's just 1d4. I guess 1d4 damage for every 2 levels you have, so it's not that bad. It's everything around you when you begin to fly.
What does versatile trait mean?
It can
You
be
can-
different weapon damage types.
Yeah, so
Ah.
it should have a letter after it, versatile P or S or something.
S. Yeah.
You can
Slashing
slash.
or whatever it is.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it does technically, like my I do technically get 1 more AC off of my mystic armor, but the 4th level spell slot is gonna be nice.
When you're all set, roll initiative.
We're gonna fight Grandma.
I have to test your abilities.
God, Grandma's gonna kick her ass.
Something's wrong here.
Yeah, Grandma's trying to kill us.
No, not that. I shouldn't. I think it's stacking the item bonus from Mystic Armor if I cast it.
You have a plus.
So like, if
what do
I
I
were
do?
to like apply Mystic Armor to my character right now.
You don't have it applied right now.
Okay, I have applied it right now. My AC went up by 1, but those both should be item bonuses. So I don't know if it should have gone up by 1. Well, hold on, I'm down.
Yeah. It's not including your resilient clothing. It's probably because you're not invested in it.
No, I got that. Oh,
I do.
there we go. Now I should just remove.
Yeah, and it's showing it applied but overwritten.
Okay, that's better. Didn't click the diamond. That's on me. I forgot that you had to invest in it.
Because money's not enough. It needs your time too.
You know, we're just gonna get better armor. Half of my freaking things take away my saves.
I just wanted an even 28 AC.
Yep. Kirrik, Teriani, roll initiative. When Grandma's attack. No, you just rolled a perception check.
You're right.
Oh, you're right. Nah, that's on me.
All right. There is a the sound of like ripping wet leather and a grinding stone, and you all sort of jolt a little bit as if you were on a elevator that suddenly stopped. Seshu begins to sort of flicker and begin to fade away very slowly, and she calls out to you, I used too much power. You've been here too long. The nightmares, they've tracked you down. They've pierced the veil of the wall of sleep. You have to,
How do we wake up?
they'll chase you if you wake up, they'll follow you. You have to defeat them here. And then from the center room, uncomfortably close to Teriani, as if like a gaping gash to the void at the top of the tent opens up, comes crawling in this thing.
Ew.
I hate that.
That's a funny looking shrimp.
It's a funny
Not a
looking
shrimp.
shrimp.
I mean, you say it's not shrimp, but I bet it would taste like seafood.
Well, you see food. and begin encounter. It crawls into the tent from outside on these spindly insect legs. Oh man, it has so many good abilities.
Oh, no.
None of them are a cone, right?
None of them are a cone.
No, I mean,
Right.
It does not have reach, so as part of that movement, it's going to get into the doorway here and claw at Teriani with one of these barbed spikes.
I don't think I deserve that.
Critically misses.
I'm gonna say you deserve that.
And then it starts gibbering out terrible utterances in language.
Oh God, what language?
I typed it in. Can you read it?
It's a bunch of S's.
Yes, it says
I
language.
can't read.
Exclamation point.
It's in Aklo.
I'm not the only person. I thought wasn't me not being the only person to read Aklo like a point at one of our sessions.
Hmm.
Our recorder, go back and watch the tapes.
Okay, yep. I'll go watch back all 500 hours of these tapes.
All right. Well, it makes that turn, and then it starts making utterances. There is a horrible rip and gash overhead, and another one appears.
Wait a second.
It will make an attack at Yawn and miss. This one appears and will make an attack at Snowy Owl. Yeah, time to end this whole woman's career.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It lashes out at her, and because you are all sort of dream creatures, it sort of disrupts her connection to the dream, and she becomes fatigued.
Really should have hero pointed that.
This one will attack Kirrik.
Now I'm stupefied forever.
But miss. Alright, Snowy Owl will start her turn. And need to make a will save. She succeeds. That's fun.
That was a scary noise.
There was. She is frightened. She reaches out to, protect her grandmother, but her hand phases through her as Seshu begins to look afraid. She will 2-action bless. Hope you guys can save the world and then cast shield. Yawn, it's your turn. Pass this will save. For some reason, targeted Kirrik. Guess that's gonna happen every time. These are the noises that you're making.
That thing has got quite a runtime. We're going to action heal Snowy Owl. And see if it just phases through.
That's way more hit points than I have.
Don't spend them all in one place.
Literally, the plus 40 was more than she took.
That's true. Probably could have just done the one action. No, because one action I need to be in touch range. Next action, I'm going to swing at. Which one's this one? Dreamboat. Okay, yeah, we're swinging a Dreamboat.
Easy hit. Could have been a crit if you'd cared harder.
I'd rather not get hit and get.
If only you would have
hits.
taken that weapon potency.
If only. But this is fine.
Alright, helpful Kirrik.
Let's see what. Yeah, sure. So the beginning of my turn, I'm going to deem myself cooking.
Well, before that happens, you should probably pass this will save.
Got enough words on your armor there?
Resilience models by make cold resistant scale mail. The flow of
Plus
war.
one.
I just already have bless active, so I will shift from the trigger to Darrow's Edge. I'm going to attack this thing with my Mortal Spirit. Right, one and off guard. Let's go. And I fucking missed. God damn it. It was
Khali's turn. Hey, at the start of your turn, you should probably make this will save against
I don't wanna.
groining noises. You're frightened.
Reload. Grab elixir.
Teriani, are you frightened?
It's on this will save.
You're frightened and stupefied, but you get your ID check.
But it says success.
Yeah, success. Frightened 1 is on a success.
Okay. What am I doing? I had a thought and almost immediately went to follow up with it, and that would have been a poor decision.
What's happening to Grandma?
She's phasing in and out of existence.
No, not Grandma.
I thought it was just a mirror image.
What was in that tea?
Wait, there's 4 of these. I thought there was only 3. I'm blind. These things is not like the others.
It's okay. I have a solution. You don't scare me. I scare. Oh shit! Hold on. I scare you. I'm gonna need the left one to give me a will save. I'm gonna...
I'm scared.
Oh, actually, no. It's not 86. It's 40s. Wait.
Half.
No, it's 40. It's not half. It's 46. It's a different roll. That much mental damage.
Frightened one. Everyone's frightened. Anything else?
I don't want to be in the middle of this, but I also don't want to be directly adjacent to someone. I'm gonna run back there. Still within the bless, everything's fine.
Dream monster. It's gonna stay where it is and sort of in the long weird tentacle things on it. It's gonna extend out and slash at Yawn.
Okay.
Misses. Misses again.
Oh, I missed.
I almost complained about the lack of reach, but it looks like
Missed
missed
a third time. This one got shot. It is going to spend 3 actions casting a spell.
That's the one.
It
No,
sounds
it's
like an
just casting
overreaction
out.
to getting shot.
Concentrate darkness.
Hey, I'm trying to see here.
Hey, I'm seeing here.
Dream Daddy is going to attack at Yawn for healing his target. Hit. So this is a different attack from its the first attacks were with their little claw things. This is with that long sort of barb coming out of it. It strikes you incorporeally and sort of presses through you. And as it does so, you need to make a will save.
Well, I should be good at these.
You are. You're super good at them. And that didn't work. It will take a step and strike Snowy Owl. Oops, that should have been map, so it hit anyway. Dreamboat got shot. It is also going to try and cast a spell.
Wait, you wrote this one I missed. I'm gonna miss. Now I gotta roll with something. An 11?
Is that a lemon? Yeah, you crit.
No, is it 11 to hit it? It's in darkness, right?
Oh, it is in darkness, yeah. Nice, it worked.
I might reroll that. I think a crit could just kill this thing. Well, it definitely interrupts the spell, so I'm gonna reroll that. I hate this game. All right, continue.
Nice. Well, I mean, probably nothing bad is going to happen from that. The spell is going to be a burst, but it only hits Kirrik. So there's your will save.
Who does it only hit?
Kirrik. And you are fine. Definitely trying to do something to your head.
Oh, now I'm just gonna do it.
It's Snowy Owl's turn. Make Bless great again.
Mab.
And cast Dispel Magic on the darkness. That will immediately succeed.
Nice.
I can see you good.
Yawn, you're up.
Okay. Step. Battle medicine.
I like to think that battle medicine is you take like 3 seconds to grab a band-aid and slap on a band-aid and then continue on with your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So 21.
There's
for Snowy.
a skill under Deception that lets you give temp HP as per battle medicine, basically, and it's basically you just convince people that they're better.
Just walk it off.
Literally kiss it better.
And then for my last action, I will then step back into flank.
Okay.
Nice grandma over there now.
I just was moving her out of the way.
Oh.
Go nuts.
She is
I-
intangible. Kirrik, you can go nuts now. You shouldn't be quickened anymore.
Right.
The guild authorizes you to hunt this monster.
Womp, womp.
If only you were
Wow.
blessed harder.
I need to build up my spirit gauge. Hit this thing with the helm strike. Helm split. One action, that's what I do.
Snapper, snapper.
I still love that you have a handler.
You had a handler in the first one. Or rather, I should say the first one, the last one, Worlds.
Technically, Rise was the last one, but
Yeah, but Rise sucks.
It's a different team. Khali, he left the last head for you because you know how much you like leftovers.
And not only did you have a handler in Worlds, but her name was literally just Handler. I'm pretty sure.
it was. It was always so startling to me that she randomly changed costumes depending on the event that was happening, and so one time I got really badly jump scared. Like, who are you?
Who is B?
Well, since it was so kindly offered, I'll shoot it.
You didn't have the handler running around with you, though, did you?
No, but she would pop up in cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, she was running around with you, like, in canon. She just wasn't actually around in the world with you.
The monster Final Fantasy disappears away back into the void, ripping and tearing over your head.
Get out of here. Oh,
I guess we'll reload. And then drinka. Wherever it might be. There it is. Donk.
Don't forget your
Ka-donk.
10 hit points.
Yeah, I really need to figure out how to put that somewhere. That should be mine. Okay. Shoot, reload, drink.
Teriani.
I cry. No, I just don't want to cast a wall flush that immediately fucks over my entire thing.
Perfect.
Something I try to avoid doing. And while synthesizer is tempting, I don't necessarily. I guess it does have eyes. They're just in its mouth. Fuck it, these things look like demons.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I need to feed my cats.
Am I still stupefied, by the way?
Yep.
What? Why did it? That's not what I cast. That's not what I cast at all. Okay. Nudge Fate, which is still a spell that I should have to make a flat check for. Which is going to, I'm going to nudge Kirrik's Fate. And then bounce luck, I'm going to bounce the closest Dream Daddy's luck. And then I'm going to utilize with Golarion, because we may as well see. Which also is a flat check.
Woo.
So 16 cooldown?
16 cold iron.
That's all my actions.
Dream monster. It is going to use an action to sort of step through the door, except it's not stepping through the door, it's vanishing. And then it will use another action to rip into the dreamscape again behind Yawn. And then its last action to strike him. 14 void damage with a will save. You very succeeded. Resolute faith.
I'm getting bone broth from gods. I'm getting cool armor from sweet old grandmothers.
This one will move to engage with Khali. Claw strike. Hit. Or 12 void damage and a will save. But I think you went to go feed a cat, didn't you?
Yeah.
Iterative strike. Daddy over here is going to cast darkness.
Again.
You got hit with a needle.
Needle, needle,
You stole that from your father.
needle.
Snowy Owl gets ready to cast Dispel Magic again, but cannot.
Can I see through it, by the way?
Can you see through it? Probably. Told you have dark vision?
I do have dark
Yeah,
vision.
this is only a second level darkness.
Okay.
So we'll maintain bless. Move to stand by Yawn, more out of like inertia than anything else. Because remember, Yawn used to be needing help. And then cast shield. And now John's turn.
Am I able to counteract this with the light spell?
If it is, I think it has to explicitly say that it can.
I think as long as it has the light tag. I think the light tag counteracts darkness, vice versa.
Yeah, I guess the real question is, it's a cantrip, so does that still auto heighten despite
Yes.
what it should? Okay. Well, I'll try it. See
You
what
must usually target darkness magic directly with your light magic to counteract them, and I'm not entirely sure how you do that with the darkness spell. Oh, okay, I see the gimmick. It's you can use your cantrip light to attempt to counteract the magical darkness. Some light spells automatically attempt to counteract darkness, like as they pass through.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll try to get rid of the darkness. I attack the darkness.
Great. Make a counteract check.
With the 5th level.
It's gonna succeed. I'm telling you, there's a chance.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find the counteract button.
It's gonna be. I mean, there's not a default one. It will be a spell attack.
Well, it's a spell attack.
It's the same math as a spell attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you're making it a plus 15 because you're so good. Wait, maybe not the 11.
I mean, should I have targeted the Dream Daddy when I did the spell attack? Or...
No, it wouldn't have mattered. Check. Check what that's. Okay, yeah. 27. Yes, success.
Nice.
Who turned out the lights?
I turn them back on.
Yeah, but it cost you 2 actions.
Yeah, and then I swing at Kirby Superstar.
Good 3 actions. Kirrik. You didn't actually cast light, though.
Okay.
Sure do have a lot of tips.
Just tearing up the house.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's a dream house.
The dream house.
We can trash this place.
Not on my dream watch.
Sir.
Kirrik sets it up so Khali can last hit everything and get the XP.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did she judge us up from our basement after I asked for XP?
Yeah. You made this encounter happen.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh, okay.
Do.
I should have a good fade out.
I am ready to slap her.
You have moved into slap position.
Mhm.
Teriani.
I think I just repeat my last turn. Pretty much
Actually, can I
exactly.
stand here? Is this a standable spot?
If it lets you move there, you can.
Not my combat turn, but I think it would let me.
Free movement. Go for
I
it.
have the power.
Yeah, okay. I want to stand
Can
there
you hit
then.
in turn, please?
Oh yeah, sorry, hang on.
This is vanish well.
Oh,
Yeah, they're dream
That's
monsters.
trippy.
They're dream monsters. They look like that.
what's the word? Psychedelic?
This was still flanking, right?
That is a flank, yes.
Okay.
Auto destroy.
So weapons by just point blank. Can we double that?
We can. Hopefully you pass the flat check.
I already
Oh, you
rolled a
did.
flat check.
Double.
Yeah, I realize now that it's attached to the attack roll. I was confused because I thought it was attached to the spell, because I thought that's the point at which I cast it. But whatever. Either way, I rolled a flat check for it. And that's all my actions, so I just probably click the in turn button.
Dream monster. This one is going to spend 2 actions casting a spell. And it's going to put a burst, including Snowy Owl and Yawn, and prompt a will save. Snowy Owl's starting to look a little like she's waking up, but drowsy. So it's backwards, you know, and then it's going to scratch at Yawn. 19 void damage and another will save. And you're fine. This one's going to attack Teriani.
What did I do to deserve being attacked?
Strike for 14 void damage and a will save. Somebody's gonna have to fail one of these will saves one day.
No.
Not today.
Iterative strike. For 19 void damage and a will save.
No, I already failed my will save for the day.
And then it's going to desperately try and not get flanked by moving here.
Come on.
Wow. Then that's Snowy Owl's turn.
I call it a bitch.
They're not tricky
Making
anymore.
Bless bigger is probably not that great of an idea, so she's going to move here and then cast Soothe on Teriani. 20 hips.
Oops.
And Yawn's up.
First action, I'm going to. Well, first two actions, we're gonna warding aggression.
Nani?
I'm gonna swing at it. Cool. So +2 AC against Dream Monster then. And then last action, I'm gonna battle medicine myself. I'm gonna slap a piece of cloth on it and call it good.
Band-aids.
Call it good.
Yeah, as soon as I figure out.
Call
Oh,
it
okay.
good. Kirrik, they've foiled your flanks.
My flanks.
Well, none of those conditions ended up mattering.
I'm talking about the friend is not the reason why I hit me.
What kind of death animation is that?
This is the best one.
Funny. My turn.
Yep.
Whee! Slapper.
It dodges.
Slapper.
It dodges again.
Anger.
It dodges.
You cannot dodge my fury.
Teriani, you're up. There's only one left.
Stride right over here.
Well, you sure are smushed into that wall.
Yeah, let me move here. Those are the rules. Put it here. So, that much. That was all my actions. What the fuck am I doing? Why am I here?
I don't know.
I fucked up. It was a tactical error.
Blame it on the stupefy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I was stupefied.
Dream Monster's gonna cast Darkness.
At first, I was, oh, it'd be nice to give Khali a fight. But then I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
Snowy Owl will attempt to counteract it.
Glow.
Spell magic, because counteract check. It does. Yeah. Perfect. NPC spends actions. NPC takes off actions.
Cycle of life is beautiful.
The same. Bless. Yawn.
I must sustain my warding aggression with violence. And I don't think there's really any way I can give Kirrik a flank, so...
If only Teriani weren't in the way.
I know. I blame the stupefied.
He's role playing. I'll give you the next 0 point.
We're just gonna keep swinging. We're gonna go for the fences.
You don't have 3 attacks. You already sustained a thing by attacking.
Well,
Yeah,
by attacking.
it's Kirik's turn.
The real swingers.
So you said it, but let's me stand there. Oh, there. As I try to put myself in the wall.
We find out the walls don't actually exist, that they're just made up.
Eastern.
Getting
Wait,
bloodied.
hold on. Hold on.
Hold on.
It was neither frightened nor off guard.
That was the one you killed last turn.
I just crit that one. That applies frightened and off guard.
Holy smokes.
So that should be a 35 to hit.
I don't care about a 35 to hit.
Dang. So 36 is the limit, huh? Oh yeah, 36 damage, 37.
Khali.
Tompa.
D.
Oh, is my deadly die
Look-
finally
look
gonna
at-
get to roll?
Look at all those modifiers that are mattering.
Oh, calculated.
If every modifier.
My deadly die finally got to calculate. Not that it mattered. But
See, Kirrik, that's how you hit something.
you just bite it really, really hard.
Alright, enjoy level 10.
Right.
I'll make an effort.
Somebody
But I
had to
don't
go
think we're
into the
hitting the-
basement and get that.
But
Thanks,
I don't think we're
Grandma.
hitting level 11 this campaign, which makes me sad. Level 11 gives me big boy spells.
Seshu sort of breathes a sigh of relief and he sort of gives you a nod of approval before vanishing herself. And then there is a sort of a violent rip as the rest of the dreamscape above your head sort of rips to shreds before sending you into a void, waking you up in your own tent. You know, we should have been. This is a good map for your tent, actually. Imagine this is what your tent looks like.
But not
Just
very
go out
spacious.
tent all the time. This.
Yeah, you wake up rested. You can take an overnight rest. We'll go to the next day.
In the next level.
You take some time to level.
Are you done with level? I'm Gucci. Numbers go up.
It would be funny to give someone else the Mariner's Curse.
You guys have fun. You guys have fun leveling up.
Should have to choose potions too. Or elixirs.
So I could just turn into all the scary shit that we fought over the years. A Chul, a Gogatath, a Gug, and an Oityog.
And
Just an Oityog.
Hmm.
No, it's just a little puppy.
Do I want angrier bombs or angrier cat? That is the question.
angry bombs or angry cats.
Ooh. Angry bomb. Or angry cat.
I mean, the great debilitating bomb
It's what?
is pretty cool, but I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of elixirs you have access to combine.
A lot. I could do that with my mutagens too. I just get the drawbacks of both of them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's like angry bomb or angry cat. That's the question.
There's no world I don't got quickened, right?
Like permanently quickened?
No, like quicken spell.
Oh. What does that do in this game? Because usually meta magic feats add an action to something.
It's a once per day, but as long as it's 2 lower than the highest rank I can cast it with 1 fewer action. Minimum 1 action. So any spell 3rd level or lower, I can decide to quicken. Which is pretty good.
I wish this would only show me the stuff that I can get, not stuff that I don't have prerequisites for. It's irritating.
That's the beautiful part about path building. Path builder just only shows what we can get.
That's true. Skill
Actually,
feat.
1 second.
Can't believe you're all level 10.
Level up.
Can you believe my boys are all bringing up?
Angry Bob. Angry. Ugh.
And Feel the Life just is not a real spell.
You mean not a real spell?
It's a 20-foot burst, and each living creature in it, it's a 20-foot burst that lasts for a minute, and each creature that starts its turn in the area gains a whole 1d8 hit points.
Oh,
And
yeah.
undead lose a d8 hit points. It just doesn't have that oomph it needs. Curse of Death might be a real thing, though.
Mm.
And that's actually might compete with Quickened Casting. It's Curse of Death. I basically give someone an affliction that lasts for that The affliction, like each stage, has a duration of 1 round, and it's either damage or stage 4 is death.
We can make greater anti-plagues now that we need them.
The weird fucking horse thing.
Also, it's a fortitude save, and I don't really have anything that fortitude saves. And it's a hex. So that means it's using my focus points.
Save your spell slots.
Yeah. Basically, I can do this every turn, and it's a not insignificant amount of damage. The downside is if they succeed but not critically succeed the initial stage, they're still afflicted with a curse at stage 1, but it can't increase beyond stage 1. So I'm still looking for failures. But it's a not insignificant amount of damage. Stage 1 is 46, stage 2 is 8d6, stage 3 is 12d6. And it has the death trait, so yeah.
Akakaru.
Pardon me, overloaded brain grenade? What is that?
Brain grenade.
That's a unique item, but I'm very confused as to what that even is. I see. As how would you guys feel about me having a dinosaur?
You already make dinosaurs out of.
I can make more dinosaurs out of bottles, but this one's an actual dinosaur.
It's
Merc
having a
site
problem
may only
finding
be
a
taken one
collected-
time.
Okay, but Merc Sight is an 8th level class feat, right? So when I dragged over my major lesson, I accidentally dragged it over the level 8 feat instead of the level 10 feat. And it apparently didn't have any issue putting a 10th level feat in an 8th level slot. And so I moved it back down, but that means it overlapped the Merc Sight. And so I added the Merc Sight back on, and it gave me the pop-up.
For the
It
names.
still did give me the Merc Sight, so we're fine. But that was an experience.
Well, you do have Merc site twice. Just FYI.
Where?
Once in your class feats and once in your bonus feats.
Why is it in my bonus feats?
Because when you overrode it, it didn't delete it. It just moved it to.
Weird.
He's trying to hack the system and give himself 2 Merc sites.
Damn. Wants to see the Williams twice.
Yeah, you could have even gotten away with not even needing to spend a feat on that. You could have just taken the Witch's Eye. Curse of Death.
What do you mean, Witch's Eye?
Remember the warg that offered you to take a tie?
That was a wolf, wasn't it?
Oh, would that have given Merc sight too? Hey, but you said not good.
It can give whatever he wants in hindsight.
Hmm. This is probably best. I totally can't just call dinosaurs now.
That's good because it'd be really concerning if you could.
Keep picking things that don't have pictures.
I'm sorry. The only rules are I have to pick things that aren't uncommon, rare, or whatever, as far as I'm aware.
What is this? What book is this even from?
That was the rules that I was told upon starting.
I'm looking it up. Craft requirements: supply the corpse of a Tyrannosaurus. It's
For any sort of thing that I make that's infused or quick alchemy, we've
know.
had this discussion before.
I know. It's stupid Treasure Vault. You know, Treasure Vault doesn't come out again until next month.
Maybe I just want dinosaurs.
So why is Comforting Presence uncommon? Anyone?
What?
I was trying to figure out why Comforting Presence was uncommon. It might be because it's kind of powerful for a skill feat.
I was just going to say we're in very uncomforting presences as it is, so kind of hard to dispel that.
Well, the problem is people might be thinking I'm an uncomfortable presence, and so I'd like to take the comfortable presence feat to kind of counteract that.
What, the weird, creepy elf cat guy would be an uncomfortable presence?
No, I'll be a comfortable presence with the feat.
Sounds like something an uncomfortable presence person would say.
We're going to be an angry cat and not angry bomb. I have some interesting things on my formula list.
An interesting career.
I am just loving being an alchemist.
But Usajanti's recollection is not rare. I mean, not uncommon.
Also, don't forget level 10 gives you ability modifiers.
Oh shit! I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Gives you what? I didn't hear.
Oh, it's even glowing.
You get to up your stats.
Oh, yeah. That was the first thing I did.
Done.
My boy's got a +5 strength.
Let's go.
Wow.
I have a
Unheard
+5
of.
intelligence.
And I just took this feat too. Who cares about me having this version?
Look at me. I had 24 AC last session. I have 28 AC now.
Right, we are officially in the I cannot pull any punches zone.
No. You can stop pulling punches when we hit level 20 and have a whole bunch of random extra feats.
Okay. You do have a bunch of random extra feats. You have like 8 extra feats. You know.
Once been from mythic territory.
I can get a new language. I forgot.
Oh, yep. I gotta pop up that too.
It's usually only a common one, right?
No, I think uncommon is fine.
Yeah, Bogard. That'll be useful.
Casually picks up language of giants because it's funny.
Jotun.
Yeah. We've encountered one.
I mean, Khali might be an option.
I know, Khali.
Okay, well, Khali less useful now.
You can see the party languages if you open up the party screen. I'm trying to look for languages we don't already have. That would be most helpful, and I don't know which most helpful would be because I don't know what any of these are, other than Dwarven and Jotun.
Okay, is Shadow Tongue like undercommon or?
I think so.
Yo, I could learn Sphinx.
Undercommon. Did you mean Sackbroth?
Sackbroth is undercommon?
Yeah.
Shadow Tongue. Did you mean Shadow Tongue? It's literally plane of shadow language.
Oh, okay.
Spoken by fetchlings and wayangs, not
Demonic
wayuns.
with an A. That'll be useful. Caligny was a regional language, right?
Caligny?
Yeah. Oh, it's underground people language. So, kind of, yeah. Boreal is the tree language. Bogards are creatures. Cyclops are creatures. Okay, diabolic. Can't go along with the good old devil tongue.
Elder thing. That's a language.
I doubt that's uncommon.
No, it's not, but it's funny.
Well, just elder things.
Hashtag other things.
Low key, on the off chance we encounter another giant, I kind of want to be flirting Jotun just because it's funny. I can be like, "Hi, we're gonna fight
I
now."
mean, it was communicating with that Drake in Jotun.
Oh, that's true. For the memes, let's go.
Or to me.
For the memes. That was funny. That's all I need.
Are you only ever trained in your hexes?
Are you only ever trained in your hexes?
Yeah, because it didn't go up to expert with my witch spells. And actually, those go up to master here in a couple levels. Right?
You're
I'm just trying to
probably
figure out when
you're probably supposed to manually do that.
I can't manually do it.
All right, I
Um,
manually did it for you.
Oh wait, was it the? No, it's not there. How'd you do it?
I changed it from class DC to spell attack modifiers in DC.
Your intelligence went up, so you can grab another skill. Don't forget.
Oh, actually, yeah. Thanks.
We finally have someone trained in Arcana.
Oh,
It's me.
I'm trained in Arcana.
nobody can use arcane stuff. Nobody. Well, the big. You guys kept
Yeah,
running
we
into
can't-
primal scrolls, and it's like, well,
And I'm trained in nature too.
I'm trained in everything that's not religion because Khali is not a religious cat. She throws dinosaurs at people. She doesn't need religion.
So I realized that my character planner had that expert at religion, and this entire like level 9 or whatever I got the last skill feat or skill up, I never actually increased it in here.
Ooh, wait. Could I skill up scouting to master, or do I have to take something from untrained to trained?
I don't think you can take it to master unless you already could have taken.
Should be able to get to master.
Um,
Can't get to legendary yet, but we can get that.
doing it through Pathfinder only lets me pick one that I don't already have. So I don't know if that's.
I'll defer to the path builder.
Which I'm running out of skills I can select here.
Intelligence-based characters.
Oh, you mean for the new skill? Okay.
Mr. DM, what'd be a good lore?
Oh,
Snowshoe lore.
Would be a useful lore. I mean, there's a list of useful lores in the primer.
what is this demonic horse thing that is a loading screen?
That was the chapter header for the chapter we just. That was on
Didn't
the.
we fight those?
Yeah, we fought some of this.
There's a little fox.
Ah.
I like the fox.
Yeah, it's Fox.
Let's see.
It has 3 black paws and 1 white paw. Oh no, wait, that one's black too. It just looks not.
Gatewalkers Player's Guide. Suggested player option.
It's black socks.
Recommended skills. Arcana.
Let's just jump to the lore skills.
Wait a lot.
There's no lore skills.
I'm scrolling up to look anywhere else.
Oh, that's it.
Skills and feats. There's no telling where your investigative work will tell you.
Oh god, he's dead.
Generic skills will be more useful than specific skills such as forest or farming lore.
Such as
Such as.
Mike keeps cutting out.
Okay, but like, I can't. I mean, I could take a point in medicine, but I'm not very good at it because, yeah. Actually, my acrobatics wouldn't be the worst thing to grab. Thievery also wouldn't be the worst thing to grab.
That's funny text.
I'll grab acrobatics.
I like that it just throws a bunch of random symbols together. Hey, I don't know that language.
Don't know what language?
Whatever's no way out, you said.
Can I learn that language? I don't know the language.
What was the language on the pillar? Empyrean?
Yep.
Yeah.
What language did she speak?
Arataki.
Oh, I have not Arataki. Someone among us understands that, because that's one of our party languages.
Yeah, I bet it's the person who's speaking it.
But I thought we had that before.
We've had Guachi in our party for a long time.
She only just became part of our party, though. This book, I meant, like, before that, I thought we had someone who knew that language. I guess not. Well, Khali speaks big people language now.
What even is Airtech? Like what people speak Airtech?
The Arataki.
The Arataki people.
Thanks.
There for you.
Called.
So just one of the regional languages?
You know, it'd be really funny if Teriani, gaining part of my catfolk nature, would just magically learn to speak Amaran.
I did consider grabbing the language.
You just picked it up from talking to me. Or listening to me occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what is that? It has fancy letters.
I was imagining sooner or later I go into a village of catfolk and people are like, what the hell kind of cat is that?
Propulsive leap.
They like just recognize my tail from you. You magically stumbled across my village in particular. Like, wait a minute, that's Khali's tail. What have you done to her? Propulsive leap.
Yeah, I got that one.
He's
It's
got
the
hops.
only one in my list of deity abilities that has a picture, but when I link it, it doesn't have a picture.
I have a tectonic stomp. You can jump. I can stomp.
All I can do is fuck off. Like, the worst part is I don't even take my body with me.
I can swing, I can stomp, I can stab you with my bones.
Yeah, we're just gonna use up a 4th level spell slot for fly so I can keep 6 feet between you and me at all times.
You know, if I had awakened, the bone spikes 6 feet wouldn't be enough.
I can carry you to him.
We are not going to do an arms race with living beings as munitions.
It's fine. I can just, you know, drink some Quicksilver mutagen and stretch myself. Then I can reach him. Because I am a mutagenist and I can do funky things with these mutagens. I should let my cat out.
Wah.
I'm back.
Oh my god. Where are the nail spires? We did it.
We did it. We did it.
No more crossing the
That was
highlight.
one long dream trip. Dream.
After I get the ability to basically have permanent flight, I no longer need to worry about obstacles.
Sounds about right.
The only
Don't
other
worry
one,
about fall damage.
not with hold on. Not with the new 10th level feat I got.
Race the skies. Why is that only partial? Expand. It's not even 3 sentences. Why does it make me expand it?
I thought for
Wow, I sure am getting a lot of hero points. Because I can summon dinosaurs now.
Yeah.
oh, it's a divine spark thing. Okay.
Waking up, getting prepared to go out for onto the high ice. Yawn wakes up with a new brand on the palm of his hand. Everyone else wakes up with the memories that they've been desperately searching for the past 5 months.
Wow.
You step outside of the tent and you see there in the distance, can't be more than 30, 35 miles away, are these ominous black spires on the horizon. Your destination is perhaps no more than 2 days away.
How did this happen?
Make high ice checks. This is day 28.
But
Kirrik wants to fly. Spends the whole day crashing into the ground.
$40. That wasn't even a nat 20.
T3 in crafting, and that's without. No, that's with my specialty crafting, I think.
It's almost as if the spires themselves are throwing their weight to try and keep you from moving on. A bad weather descends on your last bits of miles before exposing you into a blizzard. You've got Merksite.
I have Merksite.
So there's no chance of you getting lost. However, it will slow your progress. And we'll go to the next day. Across the high ice again, please.
Button.
Wow. Only got a regular success.
Almost as if it's a mirage, it just keeps lingering at the edge of your vision.
Did I lose connection?
No.
Okay.
Um. Ryan, pick high or low.
Low.
Okay.
I appreciate you understanding how you roll.
That might have been him giving me the benefit of the doubt.
The nameless spires taunt and beckon across the horizon as you slog these last desperate miles. Buried in the snow, a dark object appears. Do you investigate? It won't take any time out.
I'm tempted.
Well, curiosity did kill a cat.
It seems to
I got
be.
it back and brought it back. Let's do this.
It seems
Yeah.
to be partially buried in the snow. And it appears to be some sort of sea creature, perhaps.
Whale?
No, it reminds you more of something like a starfish or a jellyfish.
Jelly starfish. What on earth?
Elder thing.
Hey, that's the language I was looking at.
I bet that also tastes like seafood.
Exposed out of the ice, sort of wrapped in one of these tendrils, is a star-shaped stone.
Moon and star. See what happens when you touch it. Who's gonna touch it?
I'll touch it.
Oh god.
Yeah, it freely sort of lifts from this thing's like tendril fingers, and you have this stone.
Thank you, strange creature. What is it?
Do I feel cursed?
It's the Black Frost.
If you're not cursed. Yeah, you definitely don't have any glow when you reach your hand close to it. If you wanted to identify the stone, here's some skill checks.
Button.
Khali, you don't know what it is. Yawn, you don't know what it is.
I can't
don't
roll
know nothing.
low forever.
Teriani, you have a pretty solid idea. I've gotten better about obfuscating my intentions here.
That hesitation was him trying to figure out what the false
Well,
sleep call it.
You think that it is a it has the powers of a ring, but it is not a ring item. It is something that would be worn as like a necklace or a bracelet. But it specializes and focuses particular classic schools of
You
magic.
are cutting out so much. I cannot hear you.
Dang.
Yeah.
It must be Netflix started. You think it's one of these?
Rocks.
Yeah, you guys don't ever get to hear that because I joined the calls first.
You get a focus point. That's a sick ass fucking activate.
You can only use to cast wizard spells to the corresponding school.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So,
it's really good for a wizard.
yep.
I'm sure this-
As you can see, I make bespoke choices for the party.
Fancy star. Now I just need the moon. Thank you, strange creature. Let us move on.
All right, day 30. Cross the eyes, please.
Button.
Almost as if scripted, which it is not on your 30th day at the end of travel, maybe more like midday of travel, you arrive at the Nameless Spires.
They gasp.
And you have a sincere feeling of familiarity because you have absolutely been here before. And Sakawachi calls for you to stop and then begins to glow and rise into the air as she manifests this divine power, and a energy aura sort of evokes the shape of a more formal sort of owl, and a voice that is not Snowy Owl's issues as she speaks to you in this ghostly manifestation. It says, I gaze upon my future tomb. Know that long ago, before the sky struck the world, I stood at Akukaru's side. Her people worshipped her here, called her the Snow Mother, and when they discovered the Black Frost Well buried deep below, they built this city above its tomb to keep it in place. Akukaru died to keep the Black Frost Whale entombed, but the power of her sacrifices waned. You must bring me to my mother's temple. There I shall renew her sacrifice with my own. But first we must ensure that the Black Frost Whale's whispers are, at least for the time being, silenced. And then the glowing fades away. Snowy Owl gently drifts back to the ground, tears streaming out of her eyes. She stoically wipes away her tears and cleans her face and puts on a brave face.
Damn.
That's what the feathers are for.
The nameless spires surround. There are 6 of these ominous black spires stretching thousands or hundreds of feet into the air. These towering cones of gray stone, and the center of which is a city of strange architectures and weird angles. You are immediately familiar with this pyramidal structure, a hexagonal pyramid that you have a faint memory of being called the first and last temple of Akakaru, the Snow Mother. And surrounding it is this gray black sort of vortex or whirlwind of what appears to be black frost.
Huh.
Doesn't look good.
I guess we'll start exploring this city next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Alright.
Walkers.
Hmm.
So this it's looking like the last little bit, huh?
This is the last bit. We're in the final chapter.
Big oof.
But I want to summon dinosaurs now.
Oh, you could have been summoning them. I guess not every day.
It's been 3 days since you could summon dinosaurs. So.
They can stride up to 40 feet. They're really big.
Dinosaurs, they immediately die because they're temporary creatures.
Yeah. No, they're not
They're
real
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. They're effigies of dinosaurs.
They're dinosaurs. Tyrannosaurus.
The effigy of a gargantuan Tyrannosaurus.
I assume this is the equivalent of the fucking rock in a bottle.
Yeah, sort of, pretty much. You can ride the rock, though.
They're both dinosaurs in bottles.
Rock isn't a dinosaur.
Supply the corpse of rock. Birds are dinosaurs. You know
Okay, you have me there, but a rock isn't a dinosaur.
Because they're both not real.
A rock is probably closer to the dinosaurs than like a pterodon is.
This is a Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, but a rock is probably closer to dinosaurs than the pteranodon was because
A rock is just a massive fat chicken.
Yeah, and chickens are direct.
Are very much like dinosaurs, yes.
Pterodons are not.
This map's not a spoiler. I didn't look at it first.
There is no token in this scene.
Oh yeah.
I guess I can finally cross the high ice. What on earth is that?
I have a feeling that one of these colors is original and one of these is not.
This looks significant. The central hexagon.
Yeah, that is the structure that you are aware of as being the temple that is surrounded by this tornado vortex of black frost.
Scary. Don't touch it, Yawn. Actually, Yawn has a thingy now, but don't touch it, Yawn. My miniature collection is not getting out of hand. I will have more, except I won't, because we're probably not going to level again.
So your miniature collection?
Miniature collection.
Like your miniature dinosaurs and miniature rock?
Yeah.
How many of these could I have? What? Where's that now?
Okay, I think we're done here.
We're done. Thanks for coming to my video game. We're on level 10. If you make it to level 11, it's by the grit of your own power.
I see. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.